Hey guys, welcome to another Guess the Move. I'm waiting. I'm gonna do some more Guess the Moves until Board Game Arena initiates new season. I've heard there is a plan. They announced that there is a plan to do some kind of new ranking system, so I'm patiently awaiting this. And in the meantime, we can get some good Guess the Moves type of games. This guy, Papa Trump QC. From Canada. He's currently ranked second, just below me, so I thought it would be really nice to check out some of his games. This is one of them. He's playing Colossus. I expect him to play B. So here we go. Okay, so this is interesting because there is no immediate pick right now. I would probably go for trading to Giza. Colossus can get good with yellows. Yeah, I think that's one of the main ideas. What's left? We can get into Orvain, but I wouldn't rush it. There is no card that needs to, and still this hand is coming back to us. This is 4-player game, and we do not plan to get neither this nor this. Maybe this, but probably this will be grabbed by Giza. So the other left one is this. So I'm, unless we want to go altar, but we really don't. This is just West trading. So yeah, West trading is my pick. Okay, there is a lot of gray, a whole lot of gray. Okay, here another interesting pick because both of these are very playable. I wouldn't mind grabbing any of these. Okay, so I wouldn't fight. Hopefully they just fight on green, and we will be left to do whatever we want. There is 3 double resources, so I imagine the second and the third one are here actually. Maybe this one of the two, maybe one is here and the other is here, because maybe he didn't pick the double resource. But it's definitely on one of those two hands, so we can count on one of them coming back to us, and it's either excavation, right? Or clay pit, both of which are very good for us. So that would be amazing to pick this from this hand. Also, we haven't seen any fights so far, so that means that there's 4 fights hidden on those hands. This is very heavy green hand, and I imagine we will be forced to throw a card away for money from this hand. And just because of this, I would actually pick Lumberyard, just because we will still be probably throwing a card away for money, because we'll probably be unable to do that. But on the other hand, we are sitting next to Giza, which given they will probably pick excavation, but then we are still missing one stone for the first wonder. But I would go for Lumberyard here actually, but I don't mind Tavern. And correct. So excavation actually here, and he will pick this. We need to start hitting red for sure. We know that the guard tower is coming next from this hand, but there is nothing we can do about this. He can pick Stockade if from that hand, he will probably pick the compass, but if he doesn't and he picks wood, then he can go Stockade. Of course, he can go guard tower. So just to be prepared for the wars. But on the other hand, we want this guy to build red. So I would actually pick barracks, but I would say these are almost the same. But I would actually pick barracks just because we want this guy to pick Stockade. And he goes for the gray. How good is that? I don't think it's very good. Unless we want to splash green for some reason. Like, we can splash green, of course. The tablets are not that bad, but... Well, this is interesting. I strongly disagree with this, because I think, like, if you're a Colossus, you need some reds. Without this, your wonder is just much weaker, because it costs you a lot. If it was cheap, then it's just good on its own. But you usually need to like do preparation for this wonder because just of how hard the stages are, and that's why you need to also benefit from the red shield symbol. I would say that this is a mistake. Ah, he changes to stockade. Never mind. Like, I'm going to count this as a win because this was like I still think that Barracks was just a tiny bit better. Here I would actually go for Stone Pit, I think, because we can build the first stage with the help of our neighbor here. The only alternative is Pawn Shop. The clay. Oh, actually, there is also guard tower. No, but if we want to do this like this, I would imagine that the route of Stone Pit and a wonder stage is better. Pawn Shop is not bad on Colossus, I would say, just because our wonder stages are squeezed. We have like the time to build something like Pawn Shop just to get ahead. But I would say that Stone Pit is better here. If we didn't have trading to Giza, then I wouldn't even consider this probably. I would just really focus on the double stone in the second era. And even if we don't want to build us, then the Stone Pit is bad. There is an aqueduct, like the buffs coming to us in the next hand, which will be probably grabbed by him. But if not, then the Stone Pit has like another advantage. We know that he picked this. The tavern was picked, so like the last hand we cannot, like in the last hand we either throw for money or build a wonder stage. And just for that reason I would go Stone Pit here. Okay, so we know that last hand has nothing for us, but on the other hand, Orwayne is far from perfect here, just because we will still be unable to build a wonder, and we'll probably still need double ore. So I would strongly consider throwing a card away here. Because on the last hand there is like 2 green cards coming for us, and we don't really want to build them. We really don't. This is a very hard pick. Like Orwayne has there is some incentive to pick this, just because you can build training grounds. And statue. But on the other hand, they cost us only 1 gold. So I would actually throw here, probably. I would actually throw. Unless we are counting on Caravanserai. But it is only 25% chance that we will get it. Maybe this guy won't build it, so maybe it's more. But he probably... No, he will probably want for gold. But let's think about this. So this saves us 1 gold at the moment, for sure. But it makes our red better for... yeah, I would actually play Orvane here. But I can see a throw too. It's actually a wonder stage. I don't love this. But it's understandable. Like, then you are throwing basically from this hand. That's how it works. Yep. Okay, so I'm counting this as one mistake. Do I agree with this? Like, this was the same as a throw and build, right? My idea was to throw first and then build because I knew that those were coming. Well, of course, I'm relaxed here. I'm not playing a ranked game, so so I have more time to think about this. I think it would work out fine. It's almost the same. My idea was just to get it, so we have at least 4. I would actually go for 5 browns probably, then we can build Haven in the last round. That was basically my idea. Colossus have sometimes problems with, like, especially this is a game where there is no green, so we need to make sure that we hit as many hard cards as possible. Building 1 ore compared to throwing this away, this is like 1 more gold. And also, in case we are lucky and get Caravanserai, this saves us a card basically. So for those reasons, I think that building 1 ore was better. Okay, so here, this is a very peculiar spot. I don't know if we really need the bricks, to be honest. I'm starting to think that we don't. It might be crazy, but we can buy 2 of them here. And we have a lot of gold. So we don't really need to push for bricks hard. We have a problem with grace. This can be solved by forum. Forum costs 2 clay, but we have this, so we have free future construction. So if it comes to us, we want it. We really need foundry. Like, this is not a contested one, but we really need it. And we can either think about building foundry right now to just like have it out of our system, or starting with a training ground. And I think, like, this is very hard to predict. We kind of want one of the grays, but I think one of them will come. The question is who can build this training ground right now, and it's basically no one. It's very costly for everyone, so I would actually build foundry here. But I can see him playing this, and I can see him building this or this even. Brickyard is a possibility, but I wouldn't. But on the other hand, the Brickyard lets you build so much. It lets you like build stables. Lets you build... It's basically stables, right? Maybe courthouse, but not really. So yeah, I wouldn't. The brick shortage shouldn't hit us too hard. So I would stay away from this, I would stay away from this. So we have those 5. I would stay away from press, for sure. Yeah, I would go for foundry here. Yeah, this was close. Okay, it's here. This is worth 6, this is worth 4. So this is worth considering, actually. He even might build the third one. This card works after all the cards are played. So this is a possibility, and this is the other possibility. This is actually very interesting, because this is a lot of gold. And we have access to those. And we actually build our wonder stage. I would probably go bazaar here. Like this card is also amazing for this guy. So I would actually go bazaar here. But I can see the quarry as well. Yeah, and we got maybe not lucky, but it's better than nothing. Are we counting on the foundry coming back to us? This guy can snatch it, and then we are in deep trouble. So I would actually build foundry. That's why I didn't like he wouldn't build a training ground anyway. I think that foundry in first hand was better, just a tiny bit, but because then we would just like I would build foundry from the first hand, and here I would build stables. Is that better? I don't know. Probably not by much. Okay, so this is a foundry. I can imagine still him picking stables here, but not much else probably. This is both of them are free for him, so if this is one or the other, it's stables, just because walls doesn't give us much, because in the third era we can build fortifications for free anyway if we build foundry. So yeah, this is foundry for me. Yeah, and he snatched this. This is like very important. Okay, so here we are starting to get into the bad picks. Both of these are terrible for us at the moment. This is not needed. This is not needed as well. The aqueduct is gone. The walls are gone. We won't be able to build any of them. So quarry, what does it give us? It gives us 1 less gold on town hall. We won't be able to build that. We are not interested in that. 2 gold less on circus. 1 less gold on builders guild. 1 less gold on craftsman's guild. So if we build like 4 of these buildings, we are basically on the same page. So I would actually build a wonder stage here. Maybe let's look at the sawmill or so. Sawmill. For ship owners, this is important. But that guild is bad for us anyway. Right? It's 4, 5. Yeah, it's pretty bad for us. Scientist is terrible for us. Magistrate, that might be good for us. This is probably the best one for us. So actually, if we are building something, we should build the wood, which is surprising, but things that you learn when you look carefully at the replay. That also gives us 2 at the Senate. Yep. This is like a niche, because this is important, this is kinda important, and this one is kinda, it's not saving much. I would actually build a wonder stage using a courthouse here, but I'm prepared to see something weird. Yeah, he built this. This is correct because this is better than this, but I'm still thinking that building this is better. There is a gray card coming to us. That's great. We will build it, whatever it is, preferably a blue one, but maybe it's not. And then I think there is double brick, which we will finally build. This was not terrible. I think this is Glassworks, just because Glassworks is better suited for us than Press. We should look at the guilds. The only one with only Press is Scientist, so not really interested in that one. Here, Chamber of Commerce, not at all interested in that. And here, nothing, basically. Okay, so this is Glassworks. And as you can see, he built the courthouse. If we lose to this guy, and yeah, this is a wonder state, of course. Like, I clicked too fast, but there was not much else to do. We are winning both fights comfortably. Okay, I clicked too fast again. Would I be able to predict this? The other one was Circus. Like, he can change it still. Like, I clicked, but he can change it still. Haven. Haven is worse, way worse. And it's way worse for them, so of course it's Town Hall. Here, yeah, this is the pick. I would be able to predict this easily. Circus. Not really. They need 2 reds, and they will have trouble getting them. So yeah. And this guy, if this comes, like, this guy is picking Chamber of Commerce from this hand, 100%. This guy, like, still no one is in green, which is very weird. I think this guy is getting Arena. It cost him 4 gold. That's a lot. This guy might be getting something along the line of the greens, and this guy is getting Arena from this hand, if he let him have it. Okay, this is 100% Town Hall. And when this hand comes back to us, we can still expect Haven to be here, to be honest, so really nice. Okay, Brown Guild not so good. Red Guild terrible. We expect Haven to get here anyway. So this is a question of Lighthouse versus Garden, and I think it's Lighthouse. Because we expect Haven from the other hand, right? Yeah, so this is 4 at the moment, and it will be 5 because we will play Haven anyway, which is better than the Gardens. Yep, this is better than the Gardens. And we can expect them not to pick Gardens from here anyway. Can we expect not to pick this? Not really. Maybe? I don't know. Can we last pick Lighthouse? Probably not. I would pick Lighthouse, but I can see Haven too, Garden too. Yep, correct. Okay, he picked Arena. This is Senate. So at this point, this Sawmill saved us 2 gold. So this is probably better. I don't know, because we spent 1, but it's like 4. Placing this is equal to losing 4. So at the moment we are getting 2 back. So not really that great. And we are not building Arsenal from here. So yeah, this is Senate. Oh, but I forgot that it will be better for Haven. Okay, something crashed, but it's better now. Magistrate Guild. So it was like, because there is Magistrate Guild, this was a good pick. So it's kind of skewed in this, like, it worked out. But I think it was a correct pick. I was wrong, just because of Haven. Like, I remembered Haven when I was first thinking about this in the first era, but I forgot in the second era. Yeah, so this was correct by him. And then we have Magistrate here. Then we have Haven from this hand. On the last hand, I think we have gardens. No, we have another haven. So we are just throwing card away. Yeah, just because of the lack of greens, there was not much else to do here. He built the gardens. He has better guilds, like this one was better for him, and this one was better for him. So just because of the better guilds, I think he's winning with us. But other than that, we played pretty well. Let's see if the... Okay, so... If we didn't throw, but placed this, we would save 2 gold and 1 point. So if we were getting... I think we would have 1 point more with that play. Let's see how it works out. 32. So we would have 3 less, yeah. We would have 1 point more. Not anymore. 3 less plus 2. Yeah, we would have 1 point more. And we are losing to 1 point to him. Okay, so actually, guys, I think if we, like in the first era, if we played Orvain, of course this is not how it works, like everything changed there, but this is like a small change. So instead of throwing, we would play Orvain, then we had actually won, just because of the Haven. But of course, we would have still need to place the Sawmill. That was a very important play. And this guy also have 1 more, but doesn't matter much. This guy had a terrible game anyway. Just because you should invest in some green as a Babylon in this position. And this guy, he played decent, but I think he maybe gave away red too soon. Okay, very nice game. Just remember in those low green games how important it is to think what gives you points in the last era. This was also very crucial because of the lighthouse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you later. Bye.